The American dream is back, and nowhere is that more clear than the Grand Canyon state of Arizona. So we headed from the Strip to the desert to show you how to explore the new landscape and live the American dream.
Well, I'm living the American dream, so we figured we'd show that little clip there from the new season of The Property Man, which airs on Fox Business. The host is Bob Massi, and he joins us now. Bob, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Stuart. Thank you for having me.
Now, mortgage applications for new homes, a 7-year high. Mortgage rates below 4%. Housing sales pretty strong. Home prices on the upside. All of this good news, and yet I am told that home ownership at the lowest level in 50 years. You want to explain this?
Very complicated picture. I read this report that went into several years of explaining it, and there's a lot of different issues. First of all, you still have some credit worthiness issue, meaning that people who lost homes have good credit. But the question is, Stuart, what is their credit worthiness? What are their wages? What is their amount of loans do they still have that they have to pay for? Credit card debt, things like that. You have the millennials dealing with student loans. You have lenders that still have anxiety, Stuart, from all the foreclosures and the fines and penalties many of them paid. So there's a very complicated picture as a result of what we went through in the last 10 years.
So we need some impetus, some stimulus for people to go and buy those homes. How about this? Supposing they got rid of some aspects of Dodd-Frank, so that people like myself and our production team, we don't have to jump through hoops to do the paperwork to get a mortgage. How about that?
Deregulation, I think, is good. I am concerned that we don't go too far, which I'm not suggesting that you feel that either, that we allow these lenders to necessarily police themselves again. I have some concerns if we go too far. We know that developers are complaining, Stuart, that there's still too many regulations, too long to get permits, which the president has talked about, basically cutting back. If you loosen some of those things up, yes. And I'm very concerned for our young people. Young people, particularly 30s to 40s right now, who want to own for the first time, who are tired of renting, they have a family, they want to have home ownership, and that American dream is tough for these millennials because of all the issues we're talking about.
Do you think that millennials, youngsters, will get back to the time when I was at that age, where my dream, my hope, was to get a home of my own? That put me in the American dream. When are we going to get back to that feeling amongst our youngsters?
Well, listen, there's a couple things about that. I remember that I rented for many years before I had the money to buy. There's a lot of the young people that feel that they should own maybe too soon at an early age. But saying that, they should have the desire to own again. But I do think that these lenders are so paranoid still, they will not lend unless they feel their buyer prospectively is going to be able to meet that obligation, which is a good thing. But at the same time, these kids need a future and know that they have a stability and that they can own. And obviously, we're going to have to wait and see what the president does. And some of the things we're talking about are important issues for these kids to look at.
I just feel we're on the cusp of a real buying binge by youngsters trying to get into that first home.
Yes.
But it's not there yet. The conditions are just not quite right yet. Hey, Bob, congratulations on the new show. I know it's going well. Appreciate you being with us. Thanks, Bob.
Thank you, Stuart. Take care.
Yes.